From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the news at 10, live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight,
hello and welcome. Tonight, United States government promises to assist Nigeria in solving security challenges. INEC dismisses report on registration of new political party called People's Democratic Movement as Atiku Abubakar insists he's still in PDP. Federal government justifies decision to establish Al-Majiri schools, insists children need good education. And US President Barack Obama advises Egypt's leadership to lift order on state of emergency.
And on business news tonight, First Registrars Nigeria Limited introduces the first Dividend Plus prepaid card.
And on sports news, Blessing Okagbare takes another shot at the medal zone at the IAAF World Championship, qualifies for the final of the women's 200 meters.
We begin tonight with the commitment made by the United States that it'll help Nigeria wriggle out of the current security challenges. At a bilateral security meeting in Abuja, U.S. Undersecretary of State for Political Affairs Wendy Sherman told journalists after a meeting with Nigerian officials that the Boko Haram insurgency has stalled Nigeria's development, inflamed ethnic tension, and raised concerns among the country's neighbors. She, however, warned that a military crackdown alone would not work, but urged the government to work out an economic recovery strategy to complement its security efforts.
My understanding is the BNC agreed that more training is needed, that the government has taken a comprehensive approach to the challenges it faces, particularly with the insurgency in the north and northeast, and we will partner together for the kind of training that's needed to the military and to all of the services of the Nigerian government as they approach that comprehensive way of dealing with issues. We, the United States, want to support a Nigerian government that devotes its energy to solving this tenacious and complex problem.
The Independent National Electoral Commission has refuted claims that it registered the People's Democratic Movement, purportedly floated by the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. INEC's response, signed by Mr. Kayode Idowu, the Chief Press Secretary to Professor Atahiru Jega, dismissed reports on the purported registration, saying clearly that the Commission has not registered any party by the acronym PDM. In his words, INEC, by law, receives applications for party registration. No party identity or their promoters have been approved. He also denies claims that 9 PDP governors are listed in a pending application for new party registration. And in a separate statement, the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has also denied floating any party or leaving the People's Democratic Party. He, however, says that he does not have the right or power to stop others who are his political associates from seeking to register the People's Democratic Movement. Political observers say that the choice of Atiku Abubakar as running mate to former President Olusegun Obasanjo in 1999 was recognition of the active role of the PDM platform in his victory. Now, the move by 20 members of the Kaduna State House of Assembly to impeach the Speaker, Usman Gangara, has been foiled by 14 other members who refused to support it. The members opposed to the Speaker had at Wednesday's sitting accused him of incompetence and gross misconduct. The embattled Speaker is allegedly having a running battle with the lawmakers who had been plotting to remove him from office, owing to his alleged disloyalty to the executive arm of government. However, the spokesman of the House, Yakubu Yusuf, told Channels Television that the matter has been resolved.
there's an internal crisis within the Kaduna State House of Assembly. However, as I said earlier, it has been resolved amicably. I want to use this opportunity and call on the good people of Kaduna State. They should be patient. Our intention or our plan to make some changes in this assembly is going to be in the interest of our state.
Well, in recognition of his pivotal role in the restoration of peace to the Republic of Mali, President Goodluck Jonathan has received that country's highest honor from its interim president, Dionkunda Traore. The Malian leader described the crisis as one that shook the entire nation and thanked the president for not hesitating to help rescue Mali. In his response, President Jonathan said that what he did was a confirmation of Nigeria's commitment to conflict resolution in Africa. Earlier, President Jonathan had congratulated Mali's president-elect, Mr. Ibrahim Keita, on his victory in last Sunday's runoff presidential election. In a statement by his special advisor on media and publicity, Ruben Abati, the president also commended the people of Mali for successfully conducting the elections, leading to the full restoration of democratic governance in their country.
I thank you for this honor, which symbolizes evident acknowledgement and appreciation of Nigeria's commitment and sacrifice and all the efforts towards engendering peace and stability in Mali. The cost notwithstanding, and in the spirit of African solidarity, I assure Your Excellency that Nigeria remains steadfastly committed to supporting the cause of peace in Mali.
The Nigerian woman has been challenged to contribute to the peace and development of the nation using her strategic position in the family and public. Now, this charge was given at the Grand Rally in Abuja, organized by the National Council for Women's Societies to celebrate women's role in nation building. The Vice President, Namadi Sambo, and the First Lady, Mrs. Patience Jonathan, were among those who watched the parade of various women groups and representatives from the 36 states.
Thousands of women from the 36 states of the Federation trooped into the Eagle Square in colorful attires to celebrate Nigerian women for peace and empowerment. The arrival of the First Lady and Grand Patron of the National Council of Women's Societies Nigeria, Dame Patience Jonathan, Vice Presidents Namadi Sambo and wife Hajiya Namadi Sambo, wives of state governors, members of the National Assembly, and a host of other top government functionaries kick-started the celebration. For hours, women groups expressed solidarity with the president. In the frenzied atmosphere, the First Lady Dame Patience took to the podium and seized the opportunity to call on lawmakers to back up the 35% affirmative action for women.
We therefore need the support of all our men to succeed. We want to use this opportunity to appeal to our leaders to use their positions to canvass for peace.
Many of the women canvassed for greater participation in governance and argued that this huge event is not all jamboree.
We are now doing this to sensitize the public, to sensitize Nigerian public, to elect women. In the next election, women are going to contest.
After this, women will desire to do much more. The girl-child education will be taken seriously. The disabled would also be given the pride of place. More attention will be given to that.
This celebration here at the Eagle Square has certainly been an instrumental fight for the empowerment of women in Nigeria to be in the front line of change and development here in the country. Gloria Umezike, Channels Television News.
The Minister of State for Education, Mr. Nyesom Wike, has explained why the federal government began its out-of-school children intervention in the northern part of the country. According to him, about 9 of over 10 million of such children are in the north, and there's a need to begin the intervention, especially in the northeast and northwest.
We have almost completed the one of the Jalmajiri. Now we are moving on to the one of Southeast and south. After that, we'll now go to the south-west. So when we are talking about why are you concentrating in the north, no, it's because of the number. It was threatening. Out of 10.5, we are having not less than 9 million from a particular area. So we say, look, let's concentrate in this area. Now, having achieved that, now we have totally achieved it. Okay, having made an inroad, having made enough, what we call considered improvement, let's now move on to the other. But what we are saying is that it is not the responsibility of the federal government to run basic education. But federal government cannot fold their hands when they know the threats that this poses. So it is not going to be easy for them to fold their hands. We say we must have to do something. We have to support the states. Yes, they may reduce something, but that will not be enough. Let's support what they are doing by building more infrastructures so that the money they would have used in building those infrastructures can now be used in some other things. Yes. So that's what we are doing in the southeast now and the south. So government is doing quite a lot. I will thank you for the opportunity you've given to us to let you know what we are doing as far as basic education is concerned.